Hello and welcome to the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast. This is episode number 37. My name's Ismael San Juan. Thank you so much for being here. On this episode, my good friend Jason pulled up. We did a whole hour and 20-minute conversation. We talked about the NBA, the Lakers, the Kings. We transitioned into soccer. We talked about Chelsea, a little bit about the Wolves, a little bit about Liverpool. It was a great conversation. It was a long time coming. He was supposed to be on the show a while back, but for some reason or another, he couldn't make it. But finally, we made it happen. I hope you guys enjoy it. I had a great time with Jason. It was really fun. He's going to be back on the show hopefully soon. But yeah, let's get to it now. I hope you guys enjoy it. So welcome, Jason. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. This has been a long time coming. Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, it's been a while, man. We've been trying to make this happen
for a while, man.
I'm Jason Gutierrez. Me and Ish, we've been going way back, since like
2014.
2014.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We met on the field.
So it makes sense that we're talking sports,
man. It makes sense we're talking sports.
Talking soccer.
And now we're here.
Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.
Hey, so I see you're rocking some. I know you're from Sac.
Yes, sir.
But you're rocking the Lakers gear. So give us a little background.
I need to give that background because everyone's gonna be like, well, how is that?
How could you?
How could I? So my uncle, he was living in Pico Rivera, so pretty much outer LA.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know basketball at the time, and it was like 2002 in the summer.
Right.
He kind of was just telling me about like Kobe and like Shaq.
Yeah.
He told me to be a Lakers fan, and I was like, well, I'm a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
I was like
you
6
at that
years
age
old.
where you just like, you tell me somewhere. Yeah.
It's like your parents tell you a team, and like maybe you like them. Maybe later on you change or something.
But if you like them, then you just kind of stick with it.
The Lakers stuck. Like honestly, like even being in Sacramento, I didn't even really know that the Kings existed. Yeah, like it was on that type of thing. Like I didn't really watch basketball.
Latino household.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
I knew America. And
Liga MX.
Liga MX. Like that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever considered maybe going back to the Kings, or is this...
Nah, but you know what though, being from Sacramento, like there's a soft spot for them. Like, there has to be. Like there's a soft spot for them. Like you want to see them. I want to see them get to the playoffs. The idea is always like Kings making 8th seed, Lakers 1st seed. I get to see the Lakers at home, and then the Kings are out, and then the Lakers go on, bro. Like that's the idea every year. Every year, but sadly that's
All right, so you want to speak on the Lakers? How do you think they're doing so far this season? Where do you see them ending up?
Look, we had the shortest break,
right,
out of all the teams.
Right.
Well, besides Miami Heat.
Yeah.
But
well, even them by one day they played. We played on opening night. They played on.
Man. I mean, we have a lot of veterans. And they need. I think we got great pickups. Shout out Rob Pelinka.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us feel iffy right now about Marc Gasol.
Yeah, Mr. like 5-4-1 or whatever. He's not doing too.
He's not doing too well. I mean, but that's an experienced player.
Yeah, veteran.
A veteran. I think Damian Jones has shown promise.
Yep.
I think he's a nice rotate, just like a few minutes here and there while someone's getting rest. I mean, we miss AD, man. Let's just be straight up. We miss AD.
We need AD.
Like without AD, like we're not.
This team is built on those two superstars.
Come on.
Like they both have to be there for the Lakers to have a chance because they're so good. It's not like they're like top 10 players and they're like number 9 or number 10. They're like top 5 players.
Exactly.
First team All Pros. Like you can't ignore how important they are to the team.
Exactly. And like LeBron, year 18, playing that many minutes.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like it's okay to lose some games. At this point, like you got to be okay with losing some games just because, like, we have to be healthy entering playoffs. Yeah. Like that's the idea.
Yeah. When I see LeBron playing so many minutes, it gives me bad flashbacks of the late Kobe Bryant, RIP. Yeah. And the season where he tore his Achilles, where he was playing like the most minutes in the.
He was playing like a madman.
Yeah, and he was carrying the team to the playoffs. This team is better than that team, so LeBron doesn't have to play all those games. Like we could, if he could sit some games out, and we could still be like the 2nd or 3rd seed, and I think that should be fine.
Exactly. Yeah, because like the lineups have been interesting too. Yeah. Like on one night, well, for like a couple games, he was starting Kuzma.
Yeah.
Then he took out Kuzma.
6-man role.
And then he started Markieff, and Markieff was like practically not even playing.
Yeah, and he hasn't been shooting that hot either.
Wesley Matthews is the one where like.
Yeah. What's going on with him?
Yeah, man. Like.
I expected more from him.
All this shit we were talking about Danny Green,
and then we get Wesley Matthews, and he's doing the exact same thing.
Because he's supposedly more diverse, right? He could score, he could drive, he could pull up off dribble.
He's a little more athletic, even though he tore his Achilles.
A better defender.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
Like, where is it? Because it hasn't been showing up, man.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get that 3-point percentage up. He has been struggling.
Our 3-point too.
And it's funny because at the beginning of the season, I think Caruso was shooting like 53.
Yeah.
And KCP was shooting above 55. Yeah. And I even told my friend Issa, he was hella hyped about it. I was like, dude, it's gonna. I'll be surprised if it even ends up over 45.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep that up. And now I checked the numbers not so long ago. They're both like around the low 40s, like 42.
Exactly.
And it might even dip a little lower just because that's their career average. So you know they just start off hot.
No, and then all those shots like. AD was on the floor.
Yeah.
Or like the rotations were a little bit better, so you got to be open.
Exactly.
So they're more open shots. Now like Caruso's recently, he's been hitting three or attempting more threes. Yeah. But someone's closing out on him, or they're not even too far away.
Right.
He can't get off.
Yeah, they're not as open as it was. Like, AD, I mean, he makes
it's tough.
He has a gravity to him, so he opens it up for everybody else.
Yeah, it's tough. So I think the All-Star break. I mean, I think it was nice that like Frank Vogel wasn't coach for the All-Star.
Yeah,
and all that too. You know, like this man got to think. You know, he got to think.
Let him relax,
because
unwind.
Like, we've lost out of the last 7 games before the All-Star break.
Yeah, it was tough. We were like 4, I think.
We were like 2-5 or something. 2-5.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Stretch right there.
Yeah, man, it was bad.
But who do you think is the biggest threat to the Lakers
right now?
Yeah, in the Western Conference or NBA overall?
Because right now we're at 3rd seed, right?
Yeah. It's Jazz,
Jazz, Clippers, us, and who beyond?
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's tough to say.
Yeah.
Right, because we played the Jazz.
Yeah.
But we didn't have AD.
Yeah.
And we didn't have Schroeder.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a blowout. We all knew that. We all knew that.
Exactly.
Then when we played the Clippers, I mean, that was just opening night.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the thing is every night.
LeBron looked like he was messing around too. It looked like they were just celebrating.
I mean, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. So I think we haven't gotten to that point where we can truly see a Lakers team.
Yeah.
Like a real Lakers team play against a top team.
Yeah.
I still think it's the Clippers.
Yep.
I still think it's the Clippers. Because the thing is with the Jazz, like, think about all the past seasons.
Right.
And even with Rudy Gobert. Even KD said it himself.
Yeah.
KD said it himself. I think it was on All the Smoke or another podcast, another avenue.
Yeah.
He talked about how Rudy Gobert really isn't the defensive player.
You can't be a liability in the playoffs and be the defensive player of the year.
Because in the playoffs, like, you're playing a series. So they're going to pick every detail.
Yeah.
And put you in these positions to beat you every time. And you think about those series and Rudy Gobert's beat every time.
Yeah, they put him in pick and roll and he's not that quick.
He's not that quick.
Yeah, he gets exposed.
He's not that quick.
He has to get benched. That's why I was surprised when they paid him that much.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's a great player.
Yeah, and it's Utah, so they're not going to attract a lot of people.
But, like, I mean, I think once you have, when you're a player and you don't have that many tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, exactly.
In the playoffs.
You're exposed.
You're exposed.
And he doesn't have an offensive game to, like, mitigate, like, the deficits that he has on his defense.
Like, it'd be different, like, if Joel Embiid didn't feel like playing defense that night.
Yeah.
You know, but he's going to give you buckets. He's going to give you 30,
he's going to give you buckets.
You know, he could give you triple-double if he really wants.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert,
he's not that guy. He's going to get rebounds, some putbacks, some lobs, but...
And imagine putting him on AD every night.
So the Jazz... No. So basically what I'm hearing is the Jazz are not a threat, which is, I agree with that. I think they're a regular season team.
It's like the Nuggets.
Right. Yeah.
The Nuggets are like, I don't know.
Yeah. What's going on with the Nuggets?
You think Jamal Murray gets like content with his play? You don't think he...
I never thought he was like... People were trying to elevate him to like superstardom in the bubble, and I was like, well, let's see it over the course of the season because he hasn't even made an All-Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the. I always thought Jokic was the main guy. So
nah, he is.
Yeah.
No, he is the main guy.
People after the bubble were trying to elevate him. So
yeah.
I guess you don't have the Nuggets as a threat either.
Nah.
Okay, so then the Clippers.
The worst case scenario is if we get the Clippers. Most likely we're gonna get the Clippers in the semis.
Oh yeah, that'll be
because that's what's gonna happen. I mean, if I were the Jazz, I'd put all my heart and soul out there to get that 1 seed, finish off with the 1 seed.
Yeah.
And that way I don't have to play
the
Clippers or the Lakers.
Yeah. It'll be the 2-3
and then just go to the conference finals.
Yeah.
And play against them, and at that point, I mean, anything could truly happen, an injury or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm the type to not. I mean, like, and when I play sports, you're the same.
Yeah.
Like, when I met you, like, you want to play the best, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to beat the best.
Like last year, I wanted to play the Clippers.
I want to play the Clippers.
I was sick. I was excited for that.
Like, yeah, I mean,
it was
won
funny.
A championship, like
it was funny to clown on Clipper fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know too many. Shout out Matt.
Yeah, Matt. No, honestly, Matt is the only Clipper fan I know.
I know too.
He's the only one I know.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty hidden.
Yeah. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah.
A
closet Clipper fan.
I would be too. Yeah.
All right, so I hear the Clippers. They're the threat. They have Kawhi. They have Paul George. He's playing great. What about in the East? Anybody in the East? The Nets.
We had this talk. We had this conversation on Twitter a long time ago.
Yeah. I remember.
And we kind of we went at it a little bit about the Bucks.
Yeah.
But then, that's why I like this podcast and like other things. Like, people, we have different opinions. And
exactly.
But that's good though. We get to talk about things. And
that was before the Harden trade. So now it's a different. It's just different. It's a different story now.
We were already. All of us were already saying Nets finals.
Yeah.
And then Harden came.
Yeah.
Now Blake Griffin's actually gonna dunk.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. He's gonna put on the lighter shoes.
Yeah. He's gonna dunk now. No, man. It's insane. Nah, like, I don't see anyone beating them.
Yeah,
like,
it's the Nets.
I don't see anyone beating them.
I've switched sides too.
You can't even say if someone got injured because they have someone else.
Yeah,
It's just and like KD kind of has been resting this whole time.
Yeah, he got COVID
like the last month.
Yeah, he got hurt. He's coming back. Are they the title favorites? The Nets?
If I'm gonna be honest, right now,
yeah, they are. Especially with AD being hurt. We don't know.
Like right now, it's looking like a 5-game series in the finals.
5?
Like things like that, dude. Like
okay.
Right now, though. Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Because what great players do is they kind of it's the same thing as like boxers, or like any like fighters, in fighting sport. When you get closer to the big show, you ramp up.
Yeah.
So you build momentum.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I still have the Lakers in the finals. Like, not even because I'm a Laker fan. I just feel like we're defensively, like, our defense won us that championship.
Right.
So I feel like defensively, we're still better than most teams.
Right.
Our 3-point percentage does affect us. But in the end, I mean, if we're running the right sets, we could still win games.
Exactly.
Like, Jordan Clarkson isn't going to drop 40 on us in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna happen.
The way I see it is, now that we're champions and we're like almost locked to make the playoffs. It's like the real show is we're just trying to get there as healthy and as like maybe build some momentum, like you said, in the last 10 games. Because even last season in the bubble, we were playing terrible in the bubble. We lost against the Nuggets in the bubble to their backups. They rested like Jokic, Jamal Murray. Or we didn't lose. I think that was when Kuzma had the game winner. But we played their bench basically, and we played all of our starters, and we barely beat them. And I know people were like, "Oh my God, the Lakers have no chance of winning the title." They were saying the Trailblazers.
Look at us now.
They were saying the Trailblazers were the hardest 8 seed ever.
No.
And they said
even
the Rockets.
I was tripping. I'm not even gonna lie. Even I was tripping. I was like, man, the Blazers looking nice.
They were saying the Rockets were gonna take us out. Harden and Russell. And
they were tripping on that.
And then they were even like, oh, the Nuggets just took out the Clippers. They might take out the Lakers. And then you see what happens. LeBron and the Lakers turned it on in the playoffs, and it was a whole different. So I think that's. I mean, I don't think it's too naive to be expecting the same this year. Like, we're just kind of somewhat coasting in the playoffs. I mean, in the regular season, and we're just waiting for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's just being healthy, which is a tough part. Right. Because you can aggravate an injury at any time.
Exactly.
So it's like, if like sweeping the team would be nice.
Yeah.
Like the first series, sweeping the team, get some extra rest.
Exactly.
Because the next round is gonna be hard, no matter who we play.
Yeah,
no matter who we play.
And AD, man, he doesn't miss like a whole season. He's not one to get like a brutal injury and just be out the whole season.
Exactly.
But he's always due for a nagging injury that keeps it. He's
like,
not
like in the Pelicans. It was his back.
Yeah, I think his shoulder too or something like that. Yeah, and it just kept him out and. Then tough. It's like lingering. He like misses some games and he comes back and he's not like 100% and he has like he's taped up and stuff. Like I want a full
like 100%. Yeah.
The Nets are gonna be freaking ready, man. They're gonna be waiting
because they don't need to play. Like they don't need KD to play every night.
And the East is weaker too. I mean, it's gotten better, but it's still
exactly
still the East.
Exactly. Like to stay in the East because you asked about the East, right? Like. You pay attention to teams like the Boston Celtics, who fell off.
They fell off
hard.
They're like under 500 right now.
And they almost have the same team.
Yeah.
Besides, I think Wanamaker and
when they got that power forward from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Thompson.
Thompson, Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
But it's the same, like Tristan Thompson.
Yeah,
it's the same thing
nucleus.
as Gobert.
It's the same nucleus. And they're doing pretty bad this year.
They still don't have a center. They still don't have an offensive center. That's the thing. I feel like the NBA right now, you need to be a championship caliber team.
Yeah.
You need a center who could drop you like 10 points, at least 10 points.
Yeah.
You know, or that could possibly spread the floor or have like
or could switch.
Or could switch.
Yeah, you can't
quick on his feet.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, if you're gonna expose the defensive end, you can't score. Like, what are you really doing on the court?
It's like it's a double-edged sword because a lot of people have these rebounders just to get rebounds, get ball off the glass, and they provide nothing on offense.
Exactly.
And then they go small to play a smaller center, and they provide you something on offense, but then you're getting out rebounded. You're losing the boards.
Exactly.
So it's hard to get someone that could play the five that could do both.
That's what the Celtics have been going through the last couple years. Because they have ballers, man, like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Exactly. And I think that's what when Draymond Green was like elite or he was good and he could stretch the floor a little bit.
He changed the game.
He was shooting like 38% from three, and that was enough. That was enough to respect him. If he was wide open, 38% a clip, and he would get boards and he would do everything.
And like when you talk about that, I don't even really think about the team with KD in it. I'm thinking like the first ring.
Yeah, the first ring. Like, that's when he was like super important. Now he's regressed to like the low 20s, 26, 28. Now it's like, all right, people can sag off him. He's still getting boards, but no one respects him, so he doesn't have the same impact as before. That's what I like about KD. I mean AD. He could stretch the floor. He could get boards. He could defend
1 through 5, which is crazy.
He's a unicorn, man. He's
it's crazy. Like that's what Porzingis is trying to be.
Yeah.
But
he's had those. Like I said, AD has just gets those nagging injuries that you're annoyed. Unfortunately for Porzingis, he's had like meniscus, ACL. Man, but he.
How do you think a player like Luka Doncic?
Yeah. He's my favorite player in that.
Even though, what is this, year 2?
Year 3.
Year 3.
Yeah.
Damn, barely?
Yeah.
Barely?
Yeah, it's year 3. He won Rookie of the Year. He was in the conversation for Most Improved last year, and now this is year 3.
That's insane, man. That's year 3, Luka.
Yeah.
How do you think he feels? Like, all right, like, I guess now it's a good time for that question then. Like, you're in year 3.
Yeah.
Right? You're kind of getting out of your rookie
shell.
Your rookie shell.
Yeah.
Right? You're obviously one of the best players in the league.
Yeah. And
your team's going nowhere. In a stacked West.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Well, they started off terribly, and like, in the last 10 games, they've actually I think they won like 7.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they started off so bad that even with this like 7 wins out of 10 or something like that they went to the All-Star break, they're still like the 9th or 8th seed, I think, in the West.
Uh-huh.
So that just shows you how bad they started.
Yeah.
But if I'm Luka, then I'm kind of seeing some similarities of LeBron when he was at the East. And maybe his team is a little better, but LeBron had the comfort of being in the East where Luka is in the West. So even if his team is better comparatively, like he at least has Porzingis and he has, some shooters, some players that are pretty good in his team. Like, what's his name? The junior guy, the ex-Knicks player. Hardaway's cool, and then they have Trey Burke. He's cool. They have some other players. But the way the West is stacking up it looks like you got to wait till LeBron leaves, and then the Clippers are probably still going to be there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of teams that have good coaches.
By then the Jazz might come up. More
experience. The Nuggets might flourish. Their players might finally, become end products. So I'm thinking like realistically,
do you wait it out or you find a move?
I mean, he's in his third year, so he has like this year and 2 more before he could realistically become a free agent. And then after that, the Dallas Mavericks could offer him the most money. And Mark Cuban's a pretty good owner, and Luka's European, so they're a little different. They're wired a little different than American players.
That's true.
Just like how Giannis stayed with the Bucks. Yeah. So I would say that he's gonna be a Dallas Maverick for life, or at least he's gonna sign that second contract with them
for life.
For life.
Damn, that's a hot take.
But he's at least gonna sign a second contract with them. He's not walking out just after his rookie.
So you're saying like 10 years with the Mavs?
Minimum, yeah.
Decade.
Yeah. Or I don't know if he.
So Jersey retired.
He's signing that extension. I don't know if he's gonna see it out, but I have a feeling Mark Cuban's gonna make some moves. Mark Cuban's the type of GM that when he has a star, he'll make some moves. So maybe he'll be a washed player, kind of like when he got like and then it revives his career in Dallas. Yeah. But he's gonna make some moves, kind of like Jason Kidd back in the day. Something like that. Yeah. But they do need one more. They need somebody else other than him, Porzingis. And they need more quality players. But I think people are going to want to play with Luka. They see his greatness. He's a must-watch TV. He's amazing. Definitely. He's an amazing player. So I think as the years go on, the team is just going to keep improving just because people are going to want to play with Luka. And he's a pass-first point guard, too. He's always looking to find people. So I think he's going to be fine with the Dallas.
It's a long game.
Yeah.
It's a long game.
Yeah.
And then with the Nets, like, I mean, it's a win now. Right? Yeah, they're kind of old.
Yeah,
so they won't last too long.
It's title or bust.
Yeah, like they won't last too long. They're kind of old.
And I feel like they got egos too. Like that, like it has to work for it to be like Harden's giving up points, giving up assists. Yeah. His numbers are gonna go down. Yeah, everyone's numbers are gonna naturally go down
because I feel like they know they're Hall of Fame players, and like. I don't know. I could, it's just in my opinion, I could say maybe a player like that, at a certain point, if they don't win the championship, they start thinking about, where am I going to be on that list of greatness?
Yeah.
Like
especially Harden, because he hasn't won one.
Like if, as a scorer, if I could have been top 10, but because I was on the Nets, I'm going to end up in like top 15, 17.
Yeah.
Like, I know that hurts a little bit,
Especially if we're not winning chips.
Yeah, like if we're not winning chips, and then you think about your stats and things like that, and like...
And where you rank among, but what do you think? Tough. What do you think about Luka? Like flipping the question back to you.
I think Luka, he's an amazing player, man.
But do you think
he's an amazing player? But I agree with you about signing an extension.
Yeah.
Because you think about where kind of he would end up. The only thing I could think of is like this sounds crazy from a Lakers fan, what I'm about to say, but like it would be to go to a bigger market. And go to LA.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Because besides that, everyone else seems to have their duo.
Yeah.
They seem to have their, like, franchise player.
Right.
He could stay with the Mavs, but if they're not making moves...
Yeah.
Luka deserves to win, to be on a winning team. Yeah. A true
But I mean, like, his second year, they brought in Porzingis.
But it's so early, man. Yeah. Like, what we're talking about...
It's his third year.
It's because we want him to win. That's what's crazy.
It's his third year. Hey, I want the Lakers to win. It's his third year. He could wait a little.
It's his third year. He could wait a little bit. Hey. He could wait a lot of bit.
Giannis is in, like, year 7. Year 7 now, or year 8. He could wait. LeBron didn't win it till like year 7 too, or like 2010, I think.
Exactly.
So, hey, Luka, dude, he's a puppy, bro. He's in his year 3, man.
You can't be winning.
The thing is, he's so great. We're already asking these questions. Like, no one's asking, like, is Trae Young? Like, is he gonna move? Like, you're just waiting it out and seeing how it goes.
Exactly.
It's year 3. He was in the MVP conversation last year. If the Mavs climb up the rankings, he's gonna be in the MVP conversation this year. He was my MVP before the season, but it's too early to be thinking like, is he gonna be going in? Yeah. Man, you want to see the edits already with his jersey.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
not really though. Not really though. Let's we have LeBron right now. Yeah. But I mean, enough about the Lakers. You brought up Trae Young.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's kind of in the same position as Luka. Well, it's because they're the future. They came in, and I feel like he's sort of in a better position because they're attempting moves, and he has someone who actually is playing, not injured all the time. Yeah. In Collins. But I think Luka's better though.
Yeah, Luka. I feel like Luka controls the game better. He looks more composed in like tough situations.
I feel like he makes everyone else better.
Yeah, exactly.
And Trae Young is like, yeah, he could get assists and stuff, but like, it's him or and others.
Yeah, exactly. And Luka is like, I feel like if you're playing next to Luka, you're kind of like eager because you know you could get the ball at any spot. It's a little different with Trae Young, but they're both great players. And the thing is, Luka's not the best defensive player.
Yeah,
but he has the body. He at least has the frame.
Yeah,
where he's a big body frame that like if he gets switched onto someone,
you can't post him up too easily.
Yeah. You might be able to go by him with speed, but you can't just speed and like body him. With Trae Young, like his size. He's 6'1",
but it can be a liability.
And it's like a short 6'1", and it's like a scrawny 6'1".
Yeah.
So it's like it's tough. It's not like a Chris Paul 6 feet where he's like stocky.
He's a dog, man.
And he can like
shout out Chris Paul.
Shout out Chris Paul.
Should have been on the Lakers. Adam Silver's doing a great job, man.
Who? Yeah. He's cool.
Like he went through the COVID stuff.
Yeah. And then this second season, there was like a lot of hiccups at the beginning, but now it looks like it's starting to level out.
It was the same thing like in the NFL. Like it was like in the beginning, and then in the end, like I forgot the stat, but it was an amazing stat.
Yeah. Like the percentage, like if you like all the numbers, it was amazing.
And then they have so many more players and like staff.
Yeah, more teams too.
Yeah.
But you said you had a plan for the Kings, so you want to get into that real quick?
As a Sacramento native, I could talk for my fellow Sacramentans that are Kings fans.
Yeah.
Vivek Ranadive needs to stop being so nitty-gritty and stop trying to be a part of everything and let the GM work. Mm-hmm. I think it was a big decision, which I know he was a part of, possibly. Mm-hmm. They probably told Vlade Divac, either I'm firing you or you're resigning. Right?
Yeah, you want to save a little face?
You know, it's that political.
You could resign or I'm going to fire you.
I politically fired you. Like, that's pretty much what happened. And they hired which was the assistant GM from the Rockets.
Yeah.
But I feel like he showed up and he was like, man, this is a shit show.
Yeah, he was like, fuck, I didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah, like, because you look at last season.
Yeah.
Right? They were on trend to make playoffs.
They got invited to the bubble.
Like, you don't get invited to the bubble because you didn't have a chance. Even if you had a very slim chance, you had the chance.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have a slim chance. They had a fairly good percentage. They just had to win.
They had a better chance than the Suns.
Yeah, and the Suns went perfect.
Yeah, and they still didn't make it. But the Kings could have potentially made it.
They could have potentially made it.
Yeah.
And played against the Blazers because that's who they were going to end up playing against. Yeah. I think they had won. And the Grizzlies were on a terrible streak.
Yeah,
The Grizzlies, they didn't. They were choking it.
They snuck in because they had done good in the regular season.
Yeah, but they were choking that play-in tournament.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Kings is defense, man.
Yeah.
Because you look at the stat, I think the Mavericks were the worst.
Yeah.
In games lost within 5 points?
Yeah.
They were the worst. Kings were second place on that one. From last season.
Yeah.
They're in the same stat this season.
Yeah. They don't learn.
You know, like we get to watch the games locally. So you see that they're up by 15 points.
Yeah, I get them right here. I get the NBC Bay Area.
Man. Do you watch them sometimes?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're kind of boring because there's no one to really watch.
Sometimes I don't have the games on, like other games, and I'm like, oh, the Kings. Yeah, I'll watch it. Why not?
And they're interesting. It's a roller coaster.
Because for the most part, they have fun games.
They have fun games. It's because they have speed.
And they have no defense.
So there's a lot of scoring. No defense. The games are like 140 to 130, like 130 to 120 something.
It's back and forth.
Yeah, man, no defense at all. Like,
players getting their career highs on you guys.
Yeah, man. Posters.
It's fun.
Everything.
It's fun.
Everyone has a highlight against the Kings. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But what's the plan, man? Let's get to it.
Get rid of Luke Walton.
Okay, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, you would think so, but they don't want to. I think they're gonna keep him.
Oh my god.
I think they're gonna keep them.
Yeah.
Get rid of Luke Walton, and just be a defensive team. I think it's time to just focus and be a defensive team. You could obviously score. Get rid of Buddy Hield as well.
The thing is, he dribbled off his foot.
You know, they're trying to trade him. But for who would trade for that guy?
A contender that needs shooting.
That just tells him you're going to spot up.
That's it. Because that's what he should be.
That's exactly what he should be. And I don't know why Luke Walton puts him in these sets to like dribble and pull up off dribble.
Yeah, well, because it's the Kings. So like they don't really have a star that just tells. I mean, it should be Fox, but he's still like rising up there.
Yeah, I mean the rookie Halliburton.
Yeah, he's nice.
Hey, he's nice.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's nice.
Is he nice enough to be
the
A player, like the number one?
No, it's still Fox. That's Fox's team, man.
Is Fox good enough to be the best player on the championship team? That's the thing. Like
here's in year 4.
I think it's 4.
Same as Lonzo.
Yeah, 4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
You think about that draft class?
It's Cheeks.
No.
Oh, which one? Which draft class is that?
That draft class.
Oh, that's Tatum.
That's
Tatum.
That's
yeah.
Tatum, Lonzo, Fox.
Yeah.
But you see the difference between Tatum and Donovan Mitchell.
And remember.
And you see the difference. Yeah, you see the difference between Tatum and Mitchell.
Yeah, stars.
And the others.
Yeah, stars.
Man, I think you know what? If you put Fox on a better team, he'd look and be much better.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even Donovan Mitchell, I'm like, is he good enough to be the A player?
Look, right now,
if I have doubts about Mitchell, then I certainly have doubts about Fox.
No, definitely right now, no.
Yeah,
and that's why it's important to have vets.
Yeah,
that like are good, that were good at least. You know, right now you have Corey Joseph as your vet.
You need like what Fox is right now, like an older Fox. So that the younger Fox could be better than him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
exactly.
Like
I know exactly what you're
like
saying.
If Donovan Mitchell never becomes that best player, but he's still like a really good player. When another rookie comes in and he has Donovan Mitchell next to him, if he ever jumps him, then he could be the best player. And then that's how you build your team. But no one was there when Fox got there, so it's like, who am I gonna leapfrog?
What you're saying? Kings had a similar situation. This is when they were going to make playoffs. Another situation than when they were going to make playoffs.
With Rudy Gay?
When they had Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas. And Isaiah Thomas was originally starting, but then Rajon Rondo came in and he took over that position. Yeah. But Isaiah Thomas was at the Celtics because of Rajon Rondo. I swear.
Yeah.
I swear. He kind of like showed him ropes, and that's a vet.
Yeah.
That's a real vet.
Well, he went to the Suns first.
Then like he flourished out there. Yeah. It was also a style of play in the Celtics, but I mean, it's learning.
Yeah.
And right now you have no one to learn from.
Exactly.
And the Kings. Like, I know a lot of people bash Marvin Bagley, and they always will. They always will, because you passed up on Doncic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always going to have that chip on the shoulder. That'll never go away. Doncic is going to be Hall of Famer. I don't know where Marvin Bagley's going to end up. You know, like, think about that.
Marvin Bagley, oh my God.
Think about that. Like he's always going to have that. At this point, go to a therapist, just, and just get rid of that.
Yeah. It's going to be a mental block. It's going to be a mental
block your whole career.
Yep.
Because they're always going to talk about it. Even if you're not at the Kings anymore, they're always going to talk about it.
Yeah. It's funny because the Kings could have used another guard too.
Yeah, but they keep drafting centers, man.
Yeah. For some reason.
They keep drafting centers.
God.
Even when they had DeMarcus on the team,
they got Willie Cauley-Stein.
They had another one.
Yeah.
I don't even know the other one anymore.
Yeah, they had Whiteside there too at some point.
He's there again.
Yeah. But what's the plan? All right, fire Luke Walton. Turn defensive.
Try to get something for Buddy Hield.
Yeah, you could probably get some picks or like a rotational
because
player.
If they knew they weren't going to be able to resign Bogdanovich, they should have
traded him last year.
Yeah. Get value for him.
Get something. Yeah, he could have helped the contender last year.
The
Kings are kind of delusional too. They kind of think they're gonna keep all their players.
It's the upstairs, man.
You got to know you're the Kings. Like you got to sell your players before they leave, especially right now when you're not good.
Exactly. We'll talk about 7 players before they leave when we talk about soccer, but because it's important. It's important to get value for what you have. If they're not valuable to you. Yeah,
or if they're gonna leave, get something.
Just like it's important for ownership to not be too involved. And I think that's my main plan. Let the GM work. Yeah. He was able to bring a lot of deals, help bring a lot of deals to the Rockets. He helped bring Russell Westbrook. He's part of that deal,
Yeah.
To the Rockets at the time. Just let him work, focus on defense, and just put your players in positions to win.
Yeah.
Because right now they're just putting them in to like they're kind of a laughing stock of the league.
Yeah.
Like the Knicks are gonna make playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. The Kings haven't made playoffs since
and
that
the Kings have to try harder too because the Knicks they were a joke too. They're doing better this season, but they're at least in New York.
Yeah, they we're in Sacramento.
If the Sacramento's not good, they get ignored. Like it's in the
terrible.
Back
like,
it's in the last page of the newspaper. It might not even make the newspaper.
No, exactly. Exactly. Like, and that's the tough part. And that's like we were talking about this off camera. Like you need to make it, you need to make the city or the team like shiny. You need to make it attractive somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like if the team's kind of trending towards nothing.
Yeah.
Towards absolutely nothing. At least if you have a plan with a bunch of young guys or something, like it's kind of like
I think it's actually very important that Haliburton wins Rookie of the Year. Just to have that award tied to his name.
Yes.
If he gets second and he doesn't get that award, he'll be forgotten. Like, I mean, he won't be forgotten because he's going to be a good player, but he needs that shine to his name.
Yeah, so he better ball out. Yeah. And take it, because if you win Rookie of the Year, you beat LaMelo.
Yeah.
LaMelo
which will be a huge thing.
Huge thing. But just because of
I do think it's going to be hard, though. I think LaMelo is going to win it. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. He's going to win it. But like I'm saying, like that would bring a lot of shine to the not too much, but it'll bring shine to you have the Rookie of the Year. You got Fox.
It will.
You can start selling that the Kings are on their way up.
Exactly.
If he gets second place, he's just another good rookie.
The idea is because like this season they had when they released the national TV schedule, and it's crazy we talk about things like this, like things that you wouldn't think matter.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But like when it comes to these small market teams, it definitely matters.
Yeah.
Because if not, no one's watching you.
No one.
Even players won't watch you.
Yeah.
Like players aren't in the league.
Because it's hard. You got to get NBA League Pass to watch
come
you.
On. Like, why am I going to watch the Kings?
I'm going to watch the game on the TNT. Or
like, they play at 7 p.m. The Kings, when they play at home, they play at 7 p.m.
It's just 10.
What other 7 p.m. is on that night? I'm going to watch that game. Why am I going to watch the Kings?
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
And then, like you said, everyone has records against them.
Yeah.
So I would say defensively, get a good defensive center.
Yeah.
Focus on just defense, man.
The thing is, Bagley's not that great defensively.
No.
Fox, he's a great offensive player. He's
and it's tough, man.
Yeah. So
it's tough for him. Like imagine guarding Chris Paul,
Curry, Lillard, Luka.
Yeah, come on.
Donovan Mitchell.
Like shout out De'Aaron Fox, man. De'Aaron Fox, man.
Shout out De'Aaron Fox.
Like he's going to war every night, and his team is not helping him out.
The thing I would say about De'Aaron Fox that could help the Kings a lot: work on your free throws.
His jumper.
Oh my god!
In general,
his jumper, but his free throws. He's so good attacking the lane. He's so quick. If he was good at getting free throws, at making them, because he's good at drawing them, but he could be better too. I feel like sometimes he shies away because he knows he's like a 60s, high 60%. Like, bro, work on this.
You're right, because if you get to the line.
Yeah, if you were just like an 82, 85, which is not like crazy. I'm not asking you to beat Curry and be like 91.
Yeah,
82, 83.
Even 70 is acceptable.
70. Not for a point guard, maybe like high 70s.
Like 75, 80. Like,
that would be cool. Like, what he's doing right now.
Like when they get the text, I think Harrison Barnes is shooting the free throws, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, like harping back to the point that you said about not having like good veterans, who's gonna really check Fox? Like if he's not working on his free throws, who's gonna check him? Who's gonna tell him like, hey, work on your free throws? He's gonna be like, I mean, I'm not trying to assume anything, but like I'm just visualizing in my head, like who's realistically gonna check him if he's the best player at like 22, 23 years old.
You need competition within the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all the great teams have competition within the team.
And you low-key need egos too.
You need an ego
to like.
And right now everyone's kind of just
happy to be there.
Like I'm happy to have a job.
Yeah, I'm an NBA player.
Think about everyone who's on the Kings. They wouldn't play on any other team in the NBA right now.
Yeah, except like Fox, Haliburton.
Besides one of the like. Six, like Hassan Whiteside didn't even have a contract. He didn't even have a contract. Exactly. He was probably like, where am I gonna play?
Oh, the Kings. Yeah.
The agent was like, well, I got a deal in the Kings, man. If you want to go,
I'll stay in the NBA. Fuck it. Like, yeah, I might be able to get some numbers there.
Yeah, I might
leapfrog to another team or something.
I might get a lot of minutes there. I could.
I'm just trying to get my Madden rating up.
That's but yeah, I don't. But yeah. Anyways, just let the GM work.
I think this might be the most anyone's ever talked about the Kings in any podcast.
Yeah, for real.
So I know you watch a lot of Champions League. You watch a lot of soccer. You want to talk about some Champions League, some Chelsea? How do you think Chelsea is doing so far? Do you like Tuchel?
I mean, yes.
Yes. Just
you know what's interesting though? Like, have you noticed a lot of teams are playing with that 5 line?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I mean, the Wolves, just to segue real quick, the Wolves tried to go to back 4, and
that didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
That didn't work. And I don't know why it didn't work.
They don't have the players. Their center backs are too used to the back 5. They're not good enough to just have to. Because it
exposes Cody. I think it exposes Cody a lot.
Yeah.
I think it exposes him.
But back to Chelsea. But Chelsea, everyone's going back. I mean, I still prefer the back 4 if it's able to be played.
Look, the way he plays the back 5 is almost as if they were playing a 3-5-2.
Yeah. And it kind of morphs into a 4 when they attack.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like it's just to have better positioning defensively.
Yeah.
But what he's also doing is he's pressing higher.
Yeah.
With Frank Lampard, it was too passive.
Yeah.
They were like they were too far
inviting.
Back. Like they were letting teams come in.
Well, Gutierrez didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
that is
Lampard. I'm sorry.
Lampard.
Yeah, Lampard didn't.
You know what? Lampard, it was just they gave him a top team for his first job.
Yeah, they were saying that they kind of what's the name of the owner? Abramovich. What's his name?
I always
whatever his name. Yeah, whatever his Abramovich. Whatever his whatever his name is. They were kind of saying that he played it like really smart because at the time Chelsea wasn't doing good.
Yeah,
and they were in the transfer ban.
Yeah.
So to hire a top head coach would be like kind of bad because you want to keep that top head coach, but like and the fans are not gonna like it that you have a young team transfer ban. You sign Lampard, club legend. It kind of like takes all the attention away from that, and it's just like, oh, Lampard, club legend, head coach,
and then everyone's happy.
Yeah, and then you could put all the blame on him, and then move on. Now that the transfer ban is gone, now you actually get to like see your team.
Yeah, like a lot of people forgot that Chelsea even had that transfer.
Yeah,
they forgot.
Yeah, everyone was just talking about Lampard and if he's good enough for.
That transfer ban was nice for Chelsea though.
Yeah,
because we wouldn't know about Mason Mount. We wouldn't know about Tammy Abraham really.
Yeah. Tammy Abraham. I don't know if it's a
good substitute. Yeah, it's a good substitute because what other striker are you gonna pay for right now? You're gonna pay money.
I mean, if you want to keep he's English, right?
He's English.
Yeah, so if you want to have an English striker, yeah, you can pay top dollar for hella players. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find a serviceable.
Yeah, I say that's the position that's lacking.
Yeah.
Right now. But yeah, you're right about how maybe it was a safe.
It was like a PR move, kind of.
And then it was amazing for him because they were supposed to end up 3rd place, but they ended up 4th.
Yeah, so it worked out great.
It worked out great, and they played with youth.
Yeah.
They played with youth, and somehow
Club legend doing it.
They somehow took him forward. And then I think Lampard then got nervous.
Or then he got.
Because then he got Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner.
Yeah, that's when it was like, okay, like, you got to do something.
And then we were blaming it on Azpilicueta. So then they brought Mendy.
Yeah.
And then they were still doing bad. You know?
Yeah, and then they brought in, what's his name? Silva, too. They brought in, like, they're like, hey, what mistake you got? Let's fix it.
Like, we don't have a captain? Bring in Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Give him
we need a voice in the locker room?
Give him
Silva,
the armband. And I think he was just like,
damn. Like, fuck.
I can't fail now.
Yeah, I got no excuse.
Yeah, I got no excuse.
He's like, he has his list of excuses and they're crossing them all out. He's like, damn, I got a coach.
And like, we answered all of them.
Yeah.
You got no excuse.
Yeah.
You know? And
even Liverpool was like, oh, like you trying to win it this year? Like, let me suck real quick. Oh,
exactly.
Another excuse.
Yeah, even Liverpool was like, let me cut Van Dijk's ACL. Or MCL, whichever one it was,
or both.
Yeah, man, it's like
no.
He had no excuse. He had no excuse, man. He had no excuse.
Yeah.
So then it was nice that he got fired because they were doing bad.
Hey, he's well off. He's well off.
They were doing bad, bro.
He's gonna be
You know
okay.
what does suck though? Like thinking about So Tuchel comes in, and then he benches Reece James, which is interesting because he's probably one of the better right backs.
Yeah, especially with the Euros coming into English player.
Like, and then Hudson-Odoi, another English player, taking his position. But I mean, the way they play, it favors
Hudson-Odoi.
To have Hudson-Odoi.
Because he's
the Alonso decision. I mean, look, man, I don't know what to say about that. He's terrible defensively. But I mean, he attacks. He's a good attacking player.
He's good at getting to the touchline.
He's good. Yeah, he's box to box. You know. I think the last few games, the game that really impressed me was a Champions League one against Atletico.
Yeah.
Yes, we know Atletico plays defensively. We know that, but to keep a team at the 18-yard line box, practically the whole game.
Yeah.
Like that's difficult to do. You know.
Right.
And, but that just goes to show how much Chelsea needs a striker.
Yeah.
Like they need a striker.
Giroud is a good change of pace.
Yeah, he's a super sub.
I feel like all their strikers, as of right now, I mean, Werner was supposed to be that guy. We'll see how he ends up. But,
exactly.
But Tommy Abraham and Giroud, they're both like change of pace strikers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you have your main striker, and if he's not hot, you bring in like a tall Giroud that's gonna win headers, and he's like very powerful, and he's a big presence in the box. Or you're gonna bring Tommy Abraham, who's super quick, who's lanky too.
Yeah, like, it's awkward, but he's gonna
change it up. Change it up. But like for them to be your main one, like 90 minutes, it's tough.
It's tough. And then that's kind of like a waste of a sub too. Like if you're thinking during the game, you kind of waste a sub, because sometimes like it's because we keep thinking, because Thomas Tuchel has really only been here like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been too much yet to see.
Yeah.
But what we have seen is how he wants to play from the middle out.
Yeah.
So with the five, like we talked about this off camera. I mean, I might as well just talk about it right now. Like the wingback position is the most important position in the game.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, it's the most important position in the game today in modern football.
Yeah.
Like you think about it, and it's like, okay, we went from a certain type of soccer being played. Yeah. In the early 2000s,
where you had a cam.
Yeah, when you had a cam, and then Luis Aragonés for Spain. Yeah. Came and he began. If you didn't know, he's the one that began tiki-taka.
Yeah, and the false nine.
Yeah, and then Guardiola came in. Yeah. And he just embellished it. Yeah. Right. So then it was high possession, and that's how we're gonna play. Yeah. Keep the ball.
That's like for the most like stacked teams though. Yeah. Like the most, like the ones that are like top end.
Exactly. And then everyone's just trying to play vertically. Yeah. Right. But now the game's kind of different. Like no one's playing with like a cam really anymore.
Yeah, cam is like a dead position.
Cam is a dead position. Yeah. That's why Isco and Madrid is like.
That's why James too.
That's why James is done. Like
everyone's playing 3-3.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, like that position doesn't really exist anymore. So then now, that wingback position, what it gives you is the opportunity to press high. Yeah. To attack high, and give you width on the field. Yeah. So that's why, like a Lucas Vázquez, Hudson-Odoi, you could even put a Pedro Neto if you really wanted to there. Yeah. You know, like there are things like
Adama Traore.
Yeah. Traore was technically playing that position, even though they play my striker sometimes, which I don't like. I'd rather have him on the wing. But that position, it gives you the ability to move lines forward. Yeah. Press high, and retain the ball. Yeah. As well, because you always have that option wide. Right. And then if you really want to tactically, you could change it to a forward line when you're attacking. Yeah. You know, and leave one player to give more space. Right. And whatnot to go attack. So that's why Hudson-Odoi with Tuchel. Yeah. I feel like that's why he loves him so much. Yeah. He realized, I could do that with him. Right. And then it also, because Kovacic and Jorginho, they play too much side to side sometimes. Yeah, not enough. And that's the other thing. Like, you need, if you're playing that type of formation, you need a center mid. Yeah. That's going to find that deadly ball, and that's not afraid to go forward. Right. And when you have two of exactly the same player on the field, and then Mason Mount, which he's kind of like gaining confidence in now. Yeah. Mason Mount's carrying a lot of that attacking load.
Yeah.
He also, and then so then the question is like, okay, well, what do you do with Kai Havertz?
Yeah.
Timo Werner. He kind of
doesn't have a position right now.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't. The other day he tried to play him in that position. It worked. I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
They won 2-0, 2-0. But it's like, it's not convincing.
Right.
You know? And then back to the striker thing, like you said, Timo Werner was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
But he's dry. He's dry right now.
He has lost all his confidence.
So then the same thing, the only thing I don't like about this formation is because it leaves a lot of guys out.
Yeah.
It leaves ZH out. It leaves Kai Havertz out. Mason Mount possibly in certain games.
Yeah.
You know, but even
like, but that's what you switch for. That's what you give up for that defensive like stability.
Yeah. That's like,
what you got. With that formation, you basically just need one goal or two.
Like, if you're telling me Lampfrod. Damn. So you're saying that, huh? If you're telling me he left and then all of a sudden we bench Zuma.
Yeah. Who's having a good season.
We bench Thiago Silva.
Yeah. Christensen is doing
and then we're going to do Christensen. It's because he's covered by the other two.
Yeah.
But he's not that good of a center back.
But he thrives in that formation.
He thrives in that formation. Yeah. In that 3 line, like he thrives in it.
He's the center, isn't he?
He's a center.
And so he kind of steps up too. Yeah, he's like a CDM center back type of role.
Yeah, so like in the center is Christensen. On the left is Rudiger. And on the right is Aspi. No, not Aspi. I forgot. Did I really just forget? Aspilicueta, yeah. Yeah, Aspilicueta. And I was very surprised when I saw that formation in the beginning, I was like, okay, well, I guess.
Yeah, we're going defensive.
I guess we're going defensive.
Yeah.
But then you watch us play and we attack all game.
Yeah.
It's just like when the subs come in, it's like, okay, you sub out Hudson-Odoi. Who are you going to put in? Reece James.
Yeah.
I would rather have Chilwell than Alonso, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather have Chilwell than Alonso because if you have to change tactics within game, you could change him.
To Alonso, and he's
because you could put Aspilicueta to right back, move up Hudson-Odoi, drop Chilwell, and then you're at a 4-line.
Yeah.
And then you could give more space for Kai or for.
Well, that's the thing. It's so early into his tenure that like we still haven't seen him like have to like really adjust. Like, we haven't seen all the scenarios play out.
You know what I think that game is gonna be against Atletico.
Yeah. Well, he still hasn't even been down. Like that's the thing.
No. He hasn't even gotten scored on.
Yeah.
So it's like, why even fix what's broken?
Like,
right?
That's the thing. There's so many like scenarios that haven't been presented.
Exactly.
So we don't know how he would react. Like, if Chelsea's down 2-0, how would he switch his? We have no idea.
Exactly.
Like we have no idea. We literally have.
We have no idea. It's because again, man, it's that wingback position. It lets you press. It lets you press so high, and then the 5-line, like let's talk about Wolves now. Yeah. Because Chelsea, I mean, they're not a title contender. They're gonna go as far as they can in the league.
Well, right now the league's done.
The league's done.
Yeah, Man City. Yeah,
Man City, man. We'll talk about that in a bit. But, I think Chelsea at this point it's just finding a level of play that they like.
Yeah.
Tuchel studying the team and seeing what they need. Wolves, which is the same formation.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like the caveat that I have with you saying that the wingback position is the most important is that like realistically, I don't think there's too many elite wingbacks in the world.
That's what's crazy.
Like if it really is the most important position, like I don't see the depth.
I understand. I
don't see like 10, 15 that you could just be like, damn, like all the top teams have like great wingbacks. And the thing about being a Wolves fan, I saw that 5-3-2 formation or 5-3.
Well, the top teams do have good wingbacks,
but there's not like you can't like be like, oh, they're gonna replace him with this guy. Like there's not an influx of like just talent that like, all right, like we want to keep improving it. Like there's not like more people like, all right, Reece James is good, but now you're like, all right, can we improve that position? Well, not really, because who are you really gonna get realistically?
Yeah,
there's not too many.
Yeah,
but speaking on the Wolves point, I think that formation, the 5-3-2, having 3 center backs has limitations. Like it's good
defensively.
It's good defensively. It's good to steer the ship. Chelsea's gonna most realistically finish top 4.
Yeah.
But I think it has limitations when you're trying to win the league. Like if you're trying to go compete with City, having 5 at the back is gonna prevent you from really going toe to toe with them.
And that's why I don't like the 5 line.
Yeah,
I prefer a 4 line.
I prefer the 4 line too. That's why when the Wolves were trying to transition to the top 4 line, I understood it. I understood it as like, all right, like we're trying to take that next step. Like, yeah, it's cool that we finished top 7, but now we're really trying to be like not just a team that counterattacks and invites pressure and goes and tries to be solid defensively, but a team that actually tries to take the game to you. Which I like Tuchel. Sometimes when they attack, like it does turn into a 4 back line, and then when they defend, it goes into 5. But that's because he has like pretty good center backs. Like Wolves, they don't have that versatility to like just be switching formations. Yeah, they're not deep enough too. But I do think like playing 3 center backs at the back, 3 or 5, whatever you want to call it, it does have some limitations. Like I would prefer to have 2 like great center backs, center backs, 2 great right backs, left back, and then like just having more players naturally up top.
It's because it gives you more versatility of play.
Yeah,
man.
And if you have a strong 3 in the midfielder, then you're good. Then you're set.
Yeah, you're like, it's because the 5 line, it's like you're going to play on the wings.
Yeah,
that's just how you're going to play.
You have to.
You have to, because that's where the space is.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the idea.
And that's where you have like the leverage to like send people forward.
Exactly.
Because you already have 3 at the back, so you're basically losing 1 player in the midfield.
Exactly.
Because they're gonna be back there.
But if you've noticed, so many teams are playing the 5 line.
Like Juve, right?
Juve, Atletico, Chelsea right now, Wolves.
But like the teams that are winning,
Bayern even technically play like a 5 line.
They play 4. They play 4 though. But
Bayern is.
But the teams that are winning, European championships, the win.
Yeah, like, man. It's that
City
4
plays
line.
a 4.
It's the 4 line.
Real Madrid plays a 4
with 2 attacking wing backs, and they're deep.
Yeah.
They're deep. They're all the way down.
Yeah.
They're all the way up.
Yeah,
and then those
like
2
I
center
said,
backs
you don't have to
down.
have 3 center backs to be solid defensively. Just look at City. Diaz, Stones now.
Yeah.
Wherever they put it right now, it looks like they're all doing good.
Yeah.
But once you solidify those 2 center backs, you can still set your backs up.
Because like Cancelo isn't even that good, but his function in the team, like it gives him a whole like other level.
Yeah.
A whole other level of play.
But I just like Barcelona, whatever. They don't play a back 5, but Barcelona plays a 4. Real Madrid plays a 4. United plays a 4. Leicester plays a 4.
Yeah.
City plays a 4.
Yeah, even Man U plays a 4.
Man U plays a 4. Arsenal play a 4.
Yeah, Liverpool tried to play a 4.
Yeah,
they should be playing a 5 right now. Honestly,
low key, they should.
They should be playing a 5.
But Liverpool plays a 4. For the most part, I do think Bayern plays a 4. What's it called?
They don't even play a 4. They play like a 2.
Well, they just possess like the whole game. Man. Yeah,
it's because, and that's my thing about the wingback, man.
Yeah,
like you think like you're right. You're right when you say there's not many like good wingbacks.
Yeah, PSG play a 4.
Yeah, but like you think about the way you play now.
Yeah,
right, and it's like. And Alphonso Davies is a game changer.
Yeah.
Right? We have I know we don't have in Real Madrid, we don't have a lot of right backs, but like Lucas Vazquez, that right wing back, why do I like him there? Like I like him there.
Well, does he really play right wing back? He plays right back.
No, he plays right wing back because he attacks all the time.
But that's still right back because it's a back 4.
No, but it's like the way they attack.
Right.
So he's just attacking the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, I get like if you're playing FIFA, if you're playing like FIFA, then you'll see the left wing back, right wing back when you're playing the 5. But I mean, they're adjusted to where like they're going forward the whole time.
Well, yeah, because it's
and they attack. Yeah, and then Casemiro, and like we're on Madrid, they just drop Casemiro a little bit, and he kind of just holds, and he's like the third center back.
Yeah, that joins attack sometimes.
Yeah, and that's why the 4 line, and that's why we agree that the 4 line is better.
Yeah,
because it gives you all of those options.
Exactly.
Even when you need to attack, Casemiro doesn't drop; he goes into the box. Or
he's like our 4th leading scorer this year.
Or like in Chelsea's case, like if they played a 4 line, Kovacic could get in the box.
Yeah.
You know, like things like that. And I think with Wolves, it's Nestor. It's because they played defensively the whole time.
Right.
And now they're realizing, we're sucked in. Like, they barely realized it.
Yeah.
That, we're just being sucked in and getting scored on, and we don't even have a goal scorer. Because without Raul Jimenez, it's like there's no danger.
They got nothing.
There's nothing.
It's Neto, and that's it.
It's just Neto.
Adama's a frustrating, man.
How do you feel about him?
I think he might just be the player that he is at this point. Like, he's super quick, but he's not the most technical player. He could dribble the ball in a straight line, but he doesn't know how to cut. He doesn't really know how to do feints and like shift his body one way to get somebody rolling. He's just a really fast player, and he's really strong. So once he gets going, like if he plays on the right flank, he's always going to try to get to the byline. And people have kind of figured that out. Now he's playing on the left side.
So he puts the baby oil.
Yeah, so they can't grab him.
Yeah.
And now he's on the left side, and he's cutting in. And once he cuts in, he gets a straight line down the middle. He's hard to stop.
Yeah. But then kind of just.
But his last touch is frustrating. Sometimes he has a pass. Sometimes he has a pass. He's not very aware too. Like sometimes Semedo cuts in, and Semedo is a whole different issue. But sometimes Semedo runs in.
Yeah.
Sometimes Semedo runs in, and it's like, all right, Adama, like stay wide. Don't get close to him. Like, give him options, and he's just kind of running right there next to him.
And that's it.
And it's sometimes like Semedo's trying to make the overlap, and Adama is like on the outside, and is like, all right, if Semedo's gonna make the overlap, try to cut in a little bit just so the space opens up. And Adama just keeps going outside, and they're both in the same section.
And then that's why.
So then it's just, I've literally seen this 100 times. Adama gets to the touchline, and he turns around, and Semedo's right behind him. He just passes it back to him. Instead of Adama cutting in, and now you have an option on the right. Or or he drags in the defender, and you get to keep going. But like, I mean, he's a good player, and Wolves have to keep him because they're a small market team. They're not making that much money in a pandemic. Realistically, they're not going to be able to afford someone that could replace him at that level.
Yeah.
But I do think he's getting a little stagnant. He hasn't scored a goal the whole year in the Premier League. But I still love him. He's great. He's fast. When Raul Jimenez is there, he's definitely better because he just has to lob it up and Raul Jimenez will go get it.
Like now watching this team with Raul Jimenez, I'm like, wow, Raul Jimenez was that good.
It's tough.
Like I knew he was good.
It's tough.
Right? But now seeing the team without him, it's like, oh, wow. He did that much? Like, he really did that much?
Yeah.
I mean...
And Jota left, too.
Jota left. But he wasn't starting, though,
but, like, even with Raul Jimenez, at, like, the first 6 games, they were still struggling. So it was like...
the struggle started since, like, a couple games before the Sevilla semifinal. In Europa. And
it was basically the restart.
Yeah.
Wolves were like 5th or 6th when the Premier League got stopped, and then they fell like even out of. They finished 7th.
I think it just gave time to think. Yeah. I think it just gave teams to think like, oh, how do we beat them? I think
the Wolves need.
What do you think they need?
They need better center backs. They basically need a lot down the middle.
Yeah.
I think Adama, for all his limitations, he's good enough.
Yeah.
To play for the Wolves and get them like top 7, top 6. Neto is definitely good enough. Raul Jimenez is good enough. Moutinho, I love Moutinho, but he's getting up there in age. He can't run as much as he can. Yeah. They're both slow. Neves is a great player. He can shoot from outside.
He's so slow.
But he's slow. And Moutinho, he's super slow. And if you play Den Donker right there next to him, he's a center back that's super slow too.
He should play a center back.
He does. But he should play CDM.
I think it should be him and Cody.
Even Cody can't be the best center back if you go to a back 4.
I think it would be Den Donker and Saiz.
But I think like if I was to look at the formation, I think Jimenez, Traore, Neto, that's good enough in the front 3. And then Semedo, you paid big money, you got to start him. Hopefully he improves.
I mean, you don't have to start him.
You have to start him.
I guess in your position, yeah.
Especially because you got like a 19-year-old on the bench behind him that's not proven. Hover from Liverpool, I think.
It's like the same thing with Fabio Silva. They tried to play him, but
he's not ready.
He's not ready.
And then you have Johnny on the left side. He's great. I love Johnny.
Yeah.
And then the keeper, what's his name? Rui Patricio. He's good. So a lot of these, I like the front 3. I like the 2 sides.
There's good pieces.
Patricio's there. Cody could start. Neves could start. I would switch out Moutinho for somebody younger, more box to box.
Yeah.
Maybe get another.
But you're switching to a 4 line, so who would be on top?
I would put Vitinha if they keep him.
So Vitinha, Raul Jimenez, and Neto. I'm talking the upcoming season.
Well, I would play a 4-4.
A 4-4-2?
No, 4-3-3.
4-3-3?
So Raul Jimenez, Traore, Neto, and then in the 3 it would be Neves, Vitinha at the top, and then next to Neves somebody new, like a really like
bring in someone. So that's where you're a center mid, bring in. Or
I even want to see Otasawi developed. Yeah. He lost the ball against City and it led to a goal, so he didn't even make the 18 against I forgot who we played last.
Yeah, man.
But he's a physical. He's like 6'3". He's stocky. He kind of reminds me. He's like Pogba body, but he has a long ways to go.
Like at this point, I think Wolves need to look into like developing the talent. Like you're not winning league. Yeah, you're not gonna get relegated. You know. Yeah. Like I know they're trying to make Europa. Yeah. But they're not. You know, it's not.
Yeah. I mean, there's still 10 games left. We're 9 points out. I think.
It's
8
just
points.
Form wise. I don't know their schedule, but it's just their form.
It's the form. Yeah, realistically, my last podcast or 2 podcasts ago, I gave it up. I was like, it's done.
Just to be like a devil's advocate, Liverpool. Are they flukes? Or like, I mean, look, injuries to any team, especially those, like, of course they're gonna. Yeah. I guess my question is, once everyone's back, what does Liverpool need to do to prove, they're real champions? Do you think they need to win?
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like they need to win.
Yeah, nah. I mean, like obviously they're real champions. Yeah. They don't need to prove anything to be real champions, but to live up to all the hype that was being talked about them.
There was a lot of hype.
There was so much hype. Best Premier League team ever.
Yeah, ever. Come on.
Ever. Especially after the City team that just broke the record not too long ago. People were forgetting about that City team.
Come on.
Especially, I mean, it's easy to do that because it's City. They have no history. No one really roots for City.
I think it's because people, they just liked how Liverpool played.
Yeah.
And it was the hype. Fun. I mean, they won it was
Klopp
fun.
He's kind of...
He's a passionate coach. Yeah. He's fun to
He's kind of turned sour. A lot of people have seen his ugly side now.
Yeah.
How he screams at refs, how he talks to the media sometimes when he's not content. Yeah. But at that time, he was still like in that Cinderella phase where everybody thought Klopp was like
they were winning.
Super nice person, you know. Now he's kind of bashing the league. He's bashing refs. He's losing his temper on the sidelines. And you're like, whoa. Yeah. Even Mourinho has called him out saying, if I do that, I wouldn't be here. I would be sent off.
He's right about that. He has a point.
Yeah.
It's because Mourinho.
Yeah. So
I feel like you're forgetting what you are sometimes, man.
But yeah, like they were hyped up, and they played really entertaining football. And even to start the season, they looked pretty good. Yeah. That 7-0 at Crystal Palace. But yeah, like the hype that they were receiving, like you would think they three-peated Champions League. The way they were being talked about.
It's about hype.
Because even Real Madrid wasn't getting that hype just because they're Real Madrid. People hate Real Madrid.
Man, they hate
the media loved Liverpool for the most part.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just because they won again.
Yeah.
It was
it was refreshing. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
But that hype was so like we're better than the Invincibles. We're the best front three ever. You know, like
so let's say comparing teams. This year's Man City and last year's Liverpool.
This year's Man City.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
I know Matt's gonna hate us.
Yeah.
Hate me for saying this, but any day.
Yeah, but any day. But I think Van Dijk is obviously gonna. What's his name? Alisson needs to get back into form.
Yeah.
I mean, he even before the recent mistakes, I thought there was a couple. I mean,
You could see him trending downwards.
He was still like I was not calling him a bad keeper. I'm just saying like I have him as the best keeper in the world or top 2 with Oblak.
Yeah.
So I expect him to make a couple more saves than he was. He was still like he was not like.
Oh, you have Alisson and Oblak top 2?
Or like when he's in form, yeah. Okay. Top 3, like top 4, you know.
All right.
Why, who do you got?
Who are your top keepers right now?
In the Premier League, Ederson.
Okay.
Alisson.
In the world in general now.
Oblak, Courtois.
That's your top 5. So Ederson number 1.
No, Ederson.
I think Courtois is still number 1 in the world.
He's
It's either him or.
I think Oblak, Alisson, and Courtois took it out for the top 3.
Yeah.
But besides the point, that's the rating that I have Alisson as.
Yeah.
So if he's still like a great keeper, and he fell off from an excellent keeper, that's still a fall off, even though he's still a great keeper, because and he's still in his prime, so I expect him to be an excellent keeper
he needs
for like
to come
a
back.
long time.
Yeah, he needs to play better.
Van Dijk is gonna come back. Joe Gomez is gonna come back. We'll see how they come back.
Joe Gomez because he's younger.
Yeah.
just how body reacts.
Yeah.
Like he should be fine.
Yeah.
Van Dijk, he might lose some pace.
And he might lose a step. And I was even criticizing Van Dijk before he got hurt.
Van Dijk,
he had a bad end of the season.
Van Dijk was being exposed.
After the restart, he had some mistakes. He got bodied off the ball. I forgot against who in the restart where he let it bounce and then he tried to flop.
Yeah.
Sell the foul and then they scored on them.
Yeah.
When they had that like downward trend at the end of the season. Yeah. And then even this season he didn't look like the Van Dijk we're known.
Nope.
But if he comes back, that'll help him. I think their midfield needs to get solidified too.
Yeah, because
they have a lot of players there that could play that spot, like Keita, Henderson, Thiago, Ox. They have a lot of but
is Wijnaldum leaving?
Yeah, he's probably is. But who's their like real like star in the midfield?
I mean,
Henderson?
No, because he's a captain, but he's not Thiago, a star. It would be Naby Keita probably. It'd be Keita.
See, I feel like they could improve the midfield.
I think you know what, Liverpool, they have a good team all around. Like everything we're saying doesn't mean like Liverpool is a top team in the world, right? Like fully healthy, they're a top team in the world. I just think teams kind of figured out how to play them. Yeah. And that's through the left wing. Well, if you're the other team, through your left wing or Trent's wing. Yeah. Because that's also where Van Dijk is at. Right. You pull Van Dijk a little bit more out of his position, and you're good on a counter. Yeah. And that's why against Watford, that's pretty much what happened. I basically think they need a game changer down the middle of the field. Yeah. Because De Bruyne, City has a lot of players. They don't just rely on their top three. You know what I think? I think they need like a good defensive midfielder. Because Thiago, he can attack. Yeah. Naby Keita can attack. Yeah. I think they need someone to like solidify. Fabinho's good. Fabinho, yeah. Yeah, they need to get someone. Yeah. They need to get someone. Who? I don't know. Yeah. Because I know they're going to go for Mbappe or Haaland. Yeah. I mean, but their front three, Firmino fell off too. Oh, man. Firmino has not been good. Like, ever. He was good. Like, to me, he's been such a mediocre striker. Yeah. I mean, he has a lot of flair sometimes, which helps him out. Yeah. And also, majority of the time, messes him up. But I mean, and I understand it's because that's that kind of false nine position. Mane fell off too. Mane, I mean, they're all in bad form right now. Yeah, and it is because they can't press as high, right? Because they don't have center backs. Right, it is that. What? But just to wrap this up real quick, who do you think is gonna win Champions League? Champions League? Yeah, let's just get into it. Let's get to it. Now we have Juve's out, Barcelona's out, yeah, two of the betting favorites. Look, I think. Oof. This is tough. It's tough. Because see, Real Madrid's gonna pass on. Yeah. Borussia passed on. PSG passed on. Porto. I don't think. Look, it's either gonna be Man City or Bayern. Yeah, realistically. Like, in a way, I'd like to see Man City win it just so like they finally get over the hump. Yeah. Yeah, right. But I don't really care if it's not Real Madrid. Yeah. Like if it's not Real Madrid, I don't really care. All right, let's just say Real Madrid gets eliminated in the next round. If Real Madrid I'm Man City. Man City? Man City. I think I want to see them get over the hump. I want to see Man City get over the hump. Yeah. Just so they get put in that position where it's like, okay, Man City, you got a champions. Yeah. And if they win the Champions and the league, then I feel like that puts even more pressure on Liverpool in the league. Yeah. For next season. Yeah. And that's what I want to see. Yeah. So then there's no excuse anymore. Like you have a fully healthy team, and so they could battle it out in the Prem. Yeah. Who do I see in the final? I mean, because they do the balls, they do the lottery. Yeah. I'd love to see a Man City Bayern final. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. That'd just be full on attacking the whole game. Yeah. But I mean, anybody can make the final, really. PSG? Nah. Their defense is too leaky. Bro, I think Real Madrid could be PSG.
You're right.
And we have.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Yeah. We just don't have talent.
Can Liverpool win it?
No. Hell no.
No? Atletico?
No. Atletico could defend their way to the final. Honestly, yeah. Yeah. But they have to beat Chelsea, and I don't see them beating Chelsea right now.
Chelsea?
No.
Under Tuchel?
No, they don't have a striker.
Yeah.
Think about it. Man City has goal scorers right now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Bayern has Leva.
Yeah.
He was robbed of Ballon d'Or. They should have just gave it to him.
Yeah, they should have.
Why not?
Yeah.
They had already won everything.
Politics. Oh, I don't know.
Trash. But yeah, I think I would like to see Man City. But I really hope that it's not Bayern Man City in some semifinal or something like that. Yeah. I want to see a good final. I feel like last year's final was actually very entertaining.
Well, that was PSG Bayern.
Choupo-Moting should have scored and should have tied the game. I will rant about that play for my life.
Fucking Neymar had a pass where he could have laid it off too.
Neymar in the beginning of the game, and then he had another one. Mbappe was a ghost that whole game.
There was another one where, if I remember, it was a counterattack. Neymar down the middle, Mbappe, and I forgot who was on the right side, but he was wide open.
Yeah.
And Neymar passed it to Mbappe instead of passing
it to the right side.
Yeah. I forgot who it was, but he was open. He could have probably scored or had an easier shot. Yeah. Mbappe was kind of drifting too much to his left. He couldn't get it like a powerful shot.
Yeah, because I think he tried to play to Mbappe through the middle, and the other guy was on the right.
Wide open.
I think it was Draxler.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
He gave the through ball to Mbappe, bad angle.
And then the Choupo-Moting play was like a little like bouncing around in the middle, and instead of just wrecking it, he just kind of passed it straight to.
Nah, but yeah, I want to see a good final.
I want to see a good final, man. I feel like we deserve a good final.
I think Bayern's gonna repeat.
You think Bayern's gonna repeat?
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Just because, like,
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it either.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it either. But if I was a betting man,
because we're the only team that Real Madrid has been the only team
that repeats in modern in the
only team.
Yeah,
we're a dynasty.
And then that'll put them like on
come on, I'm not
hat trick
trying to
watch.
See them with
imagine they'll be on hat trick watch next year.
And that's exactly why I don't want to see it, because there's no team right now that I feel like
could do it. Yeah. So Man City. They could do it. I mean, I just don't really like Man City that much.
Are they still in the FA Cup?
Yeah, they're
they could go for the treble?
They're in the final against Tottenham.
No, that's the Carabao Cup.
That's not the FA Cup? Oh, yeah, that is the Carabao Cup.
What about the FA one? I don't know.
I think... Are they not in semis right now?
I know they've taken a break from the FA. They're not.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Point is, they could
travel.
Man, they could get everything.
Yeah.
And if they do, then they're better than Liverpool.
Yeah. All that hype Liverpool guy. And then next season, Man City wins everything. Yeah. But yeah. So you got, just to wrap up, Lakers need AD.
We need AD. If we could make a move for a shooter, but I mean, I think it's too late.
No, it's still the trade. The trade deadline's still not happening.
Yeah, I just don't know who we would even send though.
Yeah, we don't have pieces to deal
to get rid of. Yeah, we can't afford that right now.
Yeah. And then Kings need to get rid of Luke Walton.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Luke Walton. Get value for Buddy Hield.
Turn it to a defensive team.
Yeah, like focus on defense.
Because
I mean, you're gonna get individual offense.
Right.
But you need to focus on defense.
You like what you're seeing from Tuchel so far?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
5 lines is weird, but I mean,
it's 4 to 5.
But it's working.
Defense.
I mean, it's working.
Yeah. Wingback position, the most important.
Oh, definitely. It lets you. It gives you. It lets you press high.
And it
lets you attack, and that's why Liverpool won their league last season.
Yeah.
Because of Trey and Robertson.
Yeah. And you got City winning Champions League.
City winning Champions League. That's crazy. I really said that.
Yeah, you really said.
I just said I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it, especially because they eliminated us last year. But I'd rather see them than Bayern.
Yeah.
Because I don't want. I hope never in history.
Dark horse right here.
Dark horse in Champions. Who's in it right now? Dark horse. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Dark horse would be Chelsea.
Or Real Madrid. Which is weird to say as a dark horse.
Hey, you know what though? Yeah, I take that back. Real Madrid is my dark horse.
Yeah.
I mean,
we get healthy.
Ramos plays.
Courtois is still
Courtois is gonna be
up there.
Man. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He won us the league last year.
Yeah, he did. He won. He really did. He really did. 100%. Which is still crazy that we won the league. To be honest, we were not playing that great.
Yeah, man, we weren't. But I mean, the restart.
Yeah.
We were winning.
Yeah, barely. We were winning.
We were winning.
Yeah. We really played great defense.
We didn't get to talk about Real Madrid too much today. But, we're young.
Yeah.
We have Valverde, Rodrigo, Vinicius. I feel about him some type of way sometime. But I want to keep him.
Yeah.
We got Brahim, which we should bring back already.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have let him stay the whole season. We needed him.
It is what it is. Odegaard left.
Oh, well.
Takefusa
Kubo.
He's looking good.
At Villarreal. He's just spending our money right now.
Yeah. Get a superstar.
Keep Ramos, please.
Yeah. He's still good.
He's still the best center back in the world.
Let's go.
It's either him. Realistically, it's either him or Diaz from Man City.
Yeah. He's good. Diaz is amazing right now.
He's number one realistically, but he's actually number one.
And he's pretty young still.
Yeah, but Ramos, man, can you believe he's still that fit?
Yeah, that was sick. He's on that CR fucking health plan, bro.
He's sick.
But yeah, man, we finally got this done.
It
was a good time. Appreciate you coming all the way from SAC.
All the way.
But yeah, man, any final thoughts? Any shout outs you want to give? Or I know you have half the brand.
Yeah, man. I didn't really want to put the plug. Very hard to handle. But yeah, man, half the brand. Things coming soon. That's all I got to say.
That's it. Hey, this was fun, man. We should do this again. I know it took us a while to get this started, but
yes, sir.
This was fun, and hope you come onto the show.
Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah. Hopefully, me, you, and Matt get a show. I really want that. Me, you, and Matt would be a nice thing.
Yeah. Shout out, man. But yeah, man, that was episode 37 of the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you catch your podcast. And we're out.